Alright, I am back, and it's time to open a box of Time Spiral Remastered. This is going to be awesome. So excited about this box. I bought a bunch of boxes the other day. Didn't even know this box was coming out. That'll just show you how long I've been out of the loop, not paying attention to magic. And I just contacted one of my friends, was letting him know what's going on, and he said, "Did you get the Time Spiral Remastered?" And I was like, "I didn't think it was out yet." He said, "We looked. The release date was the other day, so I think I'm a couple days late." But yeah, I just super excited about this set. So I mean, Thoughtseize foil would be, my preferred card out of this set. Chalice of the Void foil. There's the Tarmogoyf. There's so much that is in here. They redid a lot of the slivers. I'm very, very excited about this set. And if you're watching, I'm sure you're pretty excited about it too. So we're going to set our non-basics down here because, I like my non-basics. So, Tombstalker. So, he's pretty good. I think he's been overall replaced by, I can't think of his name right now, but I'll get back to him. Arcades the Stargist. Oh, my bad. Arcades the Strategist. I think he was, wasn't he Legends originally? That's a pretty interesting pull. He didn't pop up like in my top list of cards to get. Obviously, he's not foiled. But, yeah. I'm really want to snag a Thoughtseize or Chalice of the Void. Those would be my go-tos. Again, I think I've already said that, being a little repetitive. Safi Eric's daughter. Now I know she's really good. I had her in one of my legendary decks. Is she my general? Sacrifice Safi Eric's daughter. When target creature is put into a graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield. Ancient Den. That's a pretty dope looking card. Tap, add white. Artifact Lands. That's going to be cool for them artifact decks, I bet. So getting that cool border on the original Mirrodin land. That's probably going to be pretty exciting to some people. Getting that old school border. Probably not worth much. I'm assuming maybe $1. Artifact lands were always a little something. Maybe more, I'm not sure. Again, I've been out for so long. Been doing a little more research day to day. Smallpox. It's a nice card. Fungus Sliver. All Sliver creatures have, whenever this creature is dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Consuming Aberration. Consuming Aberration's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your opponent's graveyards. When you cast a spell, each opponent reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a land card, then put those cards into their graveyards. Sweet. Our first foil of the set is a Celestial Crusader. Uncommon. And then a Saproling token. Alright, so, not the greatest time-shifted cards yet, but not upset about them either. Alright, Keen Sense, it's a staple. Flagstone of man, excuse the talking today. Flagstone of Trollkir. Tap, add white. When Flagstone of Trollkir enters a graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a plains card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped, and then shuffle your library. And then we've got Banishing Light as our time-shifted card. So, I do need another Goyf, so I would not be upset about snagging a Goyf out of here. What else am I pretty much chasing besides the Thoughtseize? The foil Thoughtseize with that extended art border. We got an Urza's Factory. It's kind of nice. Porphyry Nodes. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy the creature with the least power. It can't be regenerated. If 2 or more creatures are tied least power, you choose one of them. When there are no creatures on the battlefield, sacrifice Porphyry Nodes. And then we got a Shriek Maw. Fear. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures. When Shriek Maw enters the battlefield, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. Evoke for 2. 1 black, 1 colorless. And then we got a Spider token. So, definitely fun stuff here. I still think the theme's pretty well centered around slivers. There's a lot of slivers. I'm seeing as I thumb through the commons. Sengir Nosferatu. 1 colorless, 1 black. Exile Sengir Nosferatu. Create a 1/2 black bat creature token with flying. It has 1 black, 1 colorless. Sacrifice this creature. Return an exiled card named Sengir Nosferatu to the battlefield under its owner's control. Alright. Then we got the Ponder. Loving the old school Ponder artwork. Ooh. Also got a foil. Time shifted. Bloodbraid Elf. Not sure what they're running, but Bloodbraid Elf was a pretty beat stick card. Modern playable. Foil. Beautiful. We'll lay that guy right there. So we did get a time shifted foil. So 2 foils. So far 1 and 1. I'm assuming odds are against getting time shifted foils. So a Bloodbraid Elf might have a chip of value to it. I'll have to look it up afterwards. Jaya Ballard Task Mage. Legendary creature. Human Spell Shaper. 1 red. Tap. Discard a card. Destroy target blue permanent. 1 red, 1 colorless. Tap. Discard a card. Jaya Ballard Taskmaster deals 3 damage to any target. A creature dealt damage this way can't be regenerated this turn. 2 red, 5 colorless. Tap. Discard a card. Jaya Ballard deals 6 damage to each creature and each player. Then we got Repeal. Return target non-land permanent with converted mana cost X to its owner's hand. Draw a card. And a Goblin token that looks a little more like a zombie. Alright, ripping on through these guys. Still super excited. Stone Cloaker. Love this card. Another Sliver. Ancestral Vision, my first mythic. Love it. Suspend for 4. Rather than cast this card from your hand, pay 1 blue and exile it with 4 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When the last is removed, cast it without paying its mana cost. Target player draws 3 cards. How do you pronounce this guy? Flip the Lost. Legendary creature Homunculus. When Flip the Lost enters the battlefield, draw a card. If it entered from your library or was cast from your library, draw 2 cards instead. When flipped becomes the target of a spell, shuffle flipped into its owner's library. And then a Bone Spitter Sliver foil. Alright. Well, what's the chase mythic in here? I believe it's the Sliver Legion. So definitely a very Sliver themed deck. Got a Terramorphic Expanse. Woohoo! Sliver Smith, Shaper Parasite. Alright, Pact of the Titan. 0 cost, instant creature. Create a 4/4 red giant creature token. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 4 colors or 1 red. If you don't, lose the game. And then we got Mortify. Love Mortify and that old artwork. Destroy target creature or enchantment for 1 black, 1 white, and 1 colorless. So Ancestral Vision, that's my mythic so far. Again, like I say in every video, I should get 6 mythics out of a box. Ooh, Simian Spirit Guide. Love it. Need those guys. I'd like to get a few more of them. Corrosion Grip. Not bad. Heartwood Storyteller. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card. Tasigir the Golden Fang. This is the guy that I felt replaced Tombstalker. Delve. Each card... Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1 colorless. 2 colorless and 2 green or blue hybrids. Mill 2 cards, then return an online card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Tassiger. He's the one I felt replaced Tombstalker. I like seeing him in the old artwork. See the Chromatic Star there. These commons are pretty stout too. Harmonize. Shiva Meteor. Alright. Draw New the Lich Lord. Legendary creature, zombie, wizard. If damage would be dealt to Draw New Lich Lord, sacrifice that many permanents instead. Tap. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. Goblin Engineer. When Goblin Engineer enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an artifact card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Red, tap. Sacrifice an artifact, return target artifact card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Foil Sliver, Virulent Sliver. So it's 2 foil slivers. So that's 4 foils, 2 of them are slivers, 1 time shifted. Hive Stone. Creatures you control are slivers in addition to other creature types. Zealous Conscripts. Love this card. Played him in my red-white humans. Haste. When Zealous Conscripts enters the battlefield, gain control of target permanent until end of turn. Untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn. Red-white humans used to play him. Steal a card, then I would cloud shift it. Yeah. Wasn't the nicest thing in the world to do, but usually by the time he came into play, I probably did enough damage anyway. But if not, he was there to steal cards too. Prodigal's Pyromancer. Alright, Cloud Key is my rare. As Cloud Key enters the battlefield, choose artifact, creature, enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Tamir Ascendancy. Creatures you control have haste. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. And then another foil uncommon, and it's another sliver, Dormant Sliver. So that's 5 foils, 3 of which are slivers. Little, just over a third of the box, and I got 5 foils, but only 1 mythic so far. Empty the Warrens, all right. Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. Love it. Each land is a swamp in addition to its other land types. Excited about getting him. Exquisite Firecraft. Exquisite Firecraft deals 4 damage to any target. Spell Mastery. If there are 2 or more instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard, this spell can't be countered. Assembly Worker Token. So this has some artifact stuff in here too. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't see Arcbound Ravager or any of that in the Terramorphic Expanse. Alright, Gaia's Anthem, Aven Mind Slicer, Mind Sensor. So there's some good commons and uncommons in here. Alright. Slaughter Pact. Destroy target non-black creature. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 2 colorless and 1 black. If you don't, lose the game. for 0 cost. Atali Primal Storm, legendary creature, Elder Dragon. When Atali Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of each player's library. Then you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana cost. And another foil, Blight Speaker. Common foil, not a sliver. But we did get a metallic sliver token. So, again, very sliver heavy. Definitely not disappointed with what I've pulled so far, but still would like to see that Thoughtseize, Chalice of the Void. I'd like to get it. I do need another Tarmogoyf. Return to Dust. Man, these commons and uncommons seem to be pretty stout. Aeon Chronicler is my rare. Stram Senior Edificer. How do you pronounce that? Edificer. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. I think that was kind of a wasted time-shifted card. Not saying it's not a good card, but I don't know if I needed to see him time-shifted. Haze of Rage, Big Name, Vesuva. There we go. That's one of my mythics. You may have Vesuva enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of any land on the battlefield. Vesuva. Love it. Disdainful Stroke. Counter target spell with converted mana cost 4 or greater. And then a Goblin. Keep seeing that Tendrils and thinking, what? A common Tendrils of Agony, but it's not. Magus of the Moon. Pretty good, because I think I just picked up 3 of these for the wife. Non-basic lands or mountains on a 2/2 creature. Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more other islands. When Mystic Sanctuary enters the battlefield untapped, you may put target instant sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. It. Right, so what's the card count for these? So there's 289 in the base set. I'm not sure how many time shifteds there are because they actually didn't put numbers on them. That's interesting. They went all the way back. Reiterate is my rare. Beast Whisperer. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. That's my time-shifted card. Got another spider token. Assassinate. Benelith Commander is my rare. Reclamation Sage is my time shifted. Whenever a Reclamation Sage enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Castle Raptors is my foil common. Another one of those zombie looking goblins. And these packs don't feel like the last packs. They're not like as loose. Mog War Marshal. Dread Return. Venser Shaper Savant is my rare. This guy's pretty dope. He's going to go right in my Rasputin deck. Flash. When Venser Shaper Savant enters the battlefield, return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Stinkweed Imp. When flying, whenever Stinkweed Imp deals combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. Dredge 5. Stuffy Doll Foil Rare. Indestructible. As Stuffy Doll enters the battlefield, choose a player. When Stuffy Doll is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. Tap. Stuffy Doll deals 1 damage to itself. Alright. Can't be too upset about that. Still. Thoughtseize. This needs to be the Thoughtseize pack. Let's see, I think I called both of my Vorinclexes. Can I call the Thoughtseize? Alright, Swamp Yard. Add a colorless. Regenerate target insect, rat, spider, or squirrel. Alright. Eternal Witness. Love that. Love the Eternal Witness. When Eternal Witness enters the battlefield, you may return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Nice little elf staple card. Alright, here we go. I need a comment that says, woot, 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 if I get Thoughtseize, Tarmogoyf, or Chalice of the Void out of this pack. I need woot, woot, woot. Alright. Can I get a woot, woot, woot? Alright. Cur Keep. Tap. Add a colorless. One colorless, one red. Tap. Create a 0/1 red kobold creature token named Kobold of Cur Keep. Mystic Confluence. No woot, woot. Sorry about that. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 3. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Alright, no woot woot. Alright, Tarmogoyf or bust. I don't know. Not really picky on what I get. I just... Glittering Wish. Love this card. You may reveal a multicolored card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Exile Glittering Wish. Nice card. Read the Bones. Scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You lose 2 life for 3 mana. So what are you guys chasing out of this set? I mean, I've been pretty vocal about what I'm looking for. Sliver Legion. Now, as far as mythics go, that's the bomb in the deck. It'd be nice if it was foil. But all sliver creatures get +1/+1 for each other sliver on the battlefield. Couldn't ask for a better card for this set. Like, if we were drafting this set, this would be the card to have. Though 5 color in a draft, I don't know, that's rough. But Knight of the Reliquary. Can't be upset about that. Knight of the Reliquary gets +1/+1 for each land card in your graveyard. Sacrifice a forest or a plane, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. And then a foil, Snapback, common. That was a pretty good pack. Nice. Sliver Legion alone, but then Knight of the Reliquary. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Still, that may be the top mythic by itself, non-foil, but nah, I want that foil Thoughtseize. I want the foil Thoughtseize. Talaria West. Talaria West enters battlefield. Tap, add blue. Tap, add 1 blue. Transmute for 3. Tauren Sky Summoner. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, create a 2/2 Drake token with flying. Erratic Mutation is my foil. It's a common. I actually think I played him in my original Rasputin deck. I don't know why. More slivers, more slivers, more slivers. Urza's Factory. Can't be upset about that for an uncommon. Another Stone Cloaker. Nether Trader. Haste. Shadow. This creature can't be blocked. This creature can block or be blocked by only creatures with shadow. Whenever another creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1 black. If you do, return Nether Trader from your graveyard to the battlefield. Dismember. That's a beautiful Dismember. Is Dismember still seeing Legacy play? Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Has the double Phyrexian mana. Love the Dismember. If not, it's still getting modern play. Alright, Might of Old Corrosion. Salt Crusted Step. Ith High Arcanist. Vigilance. Here's my rare. Nature's Claim. Alright. So, rolling on through this. Got a few more packs to go. Still would love to crack that foil time-shifted bomb. Think twice. I love that card. That was, you know, a standard staple when I was playing. Stuffy Doll, non-foil to go with the foil. Vampire Hexmage, first strike, sacrifice Vampire Hexmage, remove all counters from target permanent. Okay. Enslave. Uncommon, beautiful. I guess the foil slivers decided to slow down finally. Alright, battering sliver, more slivers, more slivers. That was like 3 slivers just in those uncommons. 2 more in the one more in the uncommons. Karavik the Merciless, legendary creature, human shaman. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, Karavik the Merciless deals damage equal to that spell's converted mana cost to any target. Monastery Swiftspear. Love this card. That is beautiful. I know it's pretty simple, but haste, prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. So good when she was in standard. Joyra of the Gitu, legendary creature, human wizard. She's the 2 exile an online card from your hand. Put 4-time counter on the exiled card. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Mirror Entity, changeling. This card is every creature type. X until end of turn. Creatures you control have base power and toughness of XX and gain all creature types. Brute Force Foil. Alright, so, I mean, we're getting a good clip of foils. The mythics haven't been as predominant. I mean, we've gotten 3 mythics, but we did only receive 1 time-shifted foil. I don't know what the odds are per box on those. So far, I mean, got a couple more packs to go here. Magus of the Future. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. Grenzo Dungeon Warden. X Black Red. Grenzo Dungeon Warden enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. 2. Put the bottom card of your library into the graveyard. If it's a creature card with power less than or equal to Grenzo's power, put it onto the battlefield. Okay. So, boom or bust. Destroy target land you control and target land you don't control. Or bust. Destroy all lands. Leyline of the Void. I don't know how this fares in the chase of these cards, but the artwork on here just looks great. The border. Leyline of the Void. If Leyline of the Void is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Nether Simian Spirit Guide. Beautiful. I don't know how many of them I got, but I do need Simian Spirit Guides. See the top valued